Oh.
Mom!
So, All-Star 7. I do want to get into... There's been a lot of girls talk about things that happened that were not shown film-wise and that they were edited in a certain way and challenges were switched out and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you believe that the world saw what needed to be seen? Or do you believe that there was like some edits and stuff that made it? Because from a viewer's perspective, in my head, it did seem like Jinx was the front runner from the viewers, from the edit that I saw.
Yeah.
Was the edit that you guys had, basically when you guys were on set, was that any different?
You know, so I mean, so like we can't, like they can't craft something that they didn't film, right? So I think the better question is like, maybe did I think that like all the challenge wins were correct?
Yes.
And I think that I don't think was true. Like for example, I think I definitely could have won the second girl group challenge, the one where we did the 2000s thing. Yes, I think that like the way that they dole out the challenge wins, but then you can argue, say that it's super subjective. Like maybe they thought my runway was not good and my verse wasn't good, but I think the viewing public watching, everyone was like, that didn't seem right. That didn't make any sense. So I think when they give out the challenge win to certain people, you can't argue with that. But even by using their metrics, their rubric, the show said it was centered around stars. Whoever had the most stars, like that was what you're trying to get. So even at the end with the ADR at the end when they added the thing of what was it? And judging by your final lip sync and the season. Even by the metric of the season, I had the most stars. I didn't make up the rules for the stars. I didn't dish out the stars that way. Like I literally had the most stars. So by that rubric, by that metric, I did the best in the season. So I just think that you can one can argue about like how the challenge wins went. But
challenges were switched though, right?
Challenges were, I mean, that's all alleged too. I don't know that for a fact. You know what? I was not in the producing room saying, "Here, we're gonna put this challenge here." After every season you hear so much.
Yeah, there's so many rumors, so many things going through.
So many rumors. There's so many things, and like not unless you were sitting in the room with not we made that marquee come to life, and RuPaul sat there and like, bro, I have a question.
Let's ask.
Did you change the So it's always going to be conjecture. There's no way to RuPaul. Andre Charles.
I made sure Jinx won so you wouldn't have to.
But that being said, and but Jinx again, like the other seven of us, Jinx was just in this competition, like
to be in the competition. Yeah,
she was not there. Like, hey, you guys, you should like that. That's not what Jinx did. Jinx was playing the competition just like the rest of us. So, and people sending her stuff. I'm like, that's not her fault or her problem. Like she wanted to win like the rest of us, you know. So I think you go on TV and you're left to the devices of what the powers that be make it to be, and you can be upset about you can't. No one can say that you can't be mad about it. You can't be upset at the outcome, but you go on to reality TV to get reality TV'd, and that's what it is.
When you were reality TV'd on All Star 7, we did notice that there was a lot of positivity. There were no negative critiques, but Trinity has said that there were negative critiques. Do you wish that there would have been negative, or do you think that them painting everybody really in a positive light helped you guys?
With the winter season, towards the beginning of the season, they gave us a bit more negative critiques that weren't shown on camera, because they did say this from the beginning. Like, we want to make you this. The purpose of this is to celebrate you guys and to elevate you guys. So we don't want anyone to leave here feeling bad about themselves or their drag. So I think that's why they made a concerted effort to not like in a regular season like really come at the girls, like for example, like on season 10 episode 1 telling Dusty, all right, we've seen the dots, when you know that that's literally her thing and all her makeup looks always dots. Like they weren't doing that. All Stars 4 episode 1, Monét sponges again, Monique, like they didn't do that because they're like,
Adore Delano, go home.
You know what I mean? Like they didn't do that. So there were negative critiques, but by like episode 4, they really stuck to only the positive stuff. And so, and no, I don't think we. I mean, I think it would have made it would have made it a little spicier. Maybe it would have made a little more tension had we had some more negative critiques between, maybe not amongst the girls, but like, well, actually it would be between the girls. Who am I kidding? Just drag queens. We're sensitive about our shit. But it would definitely made a little more maybe tension with us and the judges, maybe, because at this point, like, a lot of these judges,
Raja was Michelle.
You know that, because these judges at this point, like, I've done 2 tours around Europe with Michelle.
I love that you say that word. Say that word again.
Tours. I say tours. Bitch, are you from the Midwest? Aren't you from Atlanta?
I'm from Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Well,
tours.
Yeah. Tours. I've done like 2 tours around the Europe with Michelle. I've done tours with Ross. Like, we have been, you know what I mean? Like, we work together. So hearing like someone who you work with telling you, like, well, girl, remember that that when we were in Oslo, when you know what I mean? So it is a little different, and I think that would have made it a little spicier. But yeah.
Sissy That Talk Show with Joseph Shepard drops every Tuesday on YouTube. And don't miss the After Show podcast when it drops on Fridays on YouTube and on your podcast apps. Double that sissy fun.